And then you got India. She light skinned, so we know she abusing her man. Like this ain't even.
Don't start with me because I am one of the most caring people ever.
Hey,
There's somebody cross you, right?
Hey, GMT, India's schedule is
honey.
the abuse in her house. Okay, baby, it's Thursday. Come on in here. Let me give you this tongue lash shit.
So, Beans, you know what you just proved, though? You know what you just proved, Beans? You just proved that you are a horrible judge of character. I'm just saying. You just proved that horrible character.
Because one thing I will say about the observations you made, Jess is definitely nothing of that sort. I mean, I think she has a high respect for God. I feel like she really does, do her best to live her life accordingly. She's intelligent. She don't get on here being crazy and none of that. She's a strong woman. She's been through a lot, so I feel like she would need a strong man to be able to, to coincide with her and meet her needs. And then going back to my sister is probably the most funnest person on this channel, period. You cannot get her to stop laughing at anything. And it's always a good time. So I mean, all that abusing.
No, but you missing it. That's not what it was about.
She's my older sister. She ain't gonna let you talk to her crazy.
That's why my face was like this.
Neither.
But it's just, no. I'm not judging. I'm just saying specifically about the money thing. I think the money thing, like especially if they get upset, yes. The first thing come out their mouth, I make more money than you. I know you. Like, come on.
No.
I never had that
before. Real quick. Let me tell you why I said. Because you can't have all these men in this experience telling you this how women talk to them, and then every time we ask women this, they all say, "I would never do that." Like somebody doing it.
So that speaks on your choice of woman. That speaks on your choice of woman, though, not how women are.
And it just so happened that every woman on the panels is not like that.
Where they getting these women though, Beans?
There's only 4 women on the panel out of so many in this world.
Yeah, and your experience with women, I don't know if you had one that looked like me, child, because you don't know me from a can of paint. I said the same thing last week. So you can say whatever your perceptions may be about me. I honestly don't care that much because you don't know me. So
I get it.
You can say whatever you want. I don't care.
Actually, I know you. I did a bio on you. No, I'm just playing.
You did. You did not, but okay.
You read a Yelp review, Beans.
Really?
Hey, look. I want to touch on that, man. And look, I want to touch on what Beans said. I personally, I love y'all, man. I love seeing all this beautiful blackness on this screen. God damn, boy. It's so goddamn chocolatey, man. We blickety black. Look, the reason why, a woman can't, stay with a man that makes 30,000 and she makes more than him is because she can't admire him. She cannot look up to him. This is hardwired into women. We can sit up there and talk in circles all day and go tit for that. But ladies, you have to be with a man that you can look up to, that you can admire. And if you feel like you're carrying a guy and he's making less than you, you can't. So you're going to disrespect them. It's going to, biology wise, that's what's going to happen. Just.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But character sometimes trumps that with certain men. And I'm telling you this because for a long time, my father used to think because of his certain level of education that he was less than in a sense with certain things, but he was there for our family. He held things down. He did his very best when it came to finances and everything like that. And I never looked any type of way lower at my dad because of his educational status and all that.
All right, so look.
I mean,
again,
maybe a majority. I mean, I'm just saying. Because I guess I'm going to talk about my bubble.
I appreciate that.
All right,
because most women
talk about my bubble, and so that's how I grew up.
All right, cool. Let me talk about your bubble. I'm about to step in your bubble. Look, check this out. Check this out. That is your father. Okay, that is your father. Your relationship between him and you is just that. You're the daughter. He's the father. What he does.
Same with my parents.
Hold on. Let a brother cook. Can I make you some pancakes? Let me cook.
I don't know if I want your pancakes, Chill.
They blueberry.
I don't know if I want your pancakes.
I'm gonna put some milk duds on it. All right, so look, check this out.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Don't forget the point. Bro.
I got you. And it's not just because, you know, his status or his money. It's also, when you say character, it's not really the character, it's who that man is. See, we have to come with skills, traits. You know what I'm saying? A woman respects a man that she doesn't have to go in the yellow book to look for somebody to fix the roof, because the man that she has, you know what I'm saying, can do that. He comes with trait, not only just resources or money. It's not just about money. So I don't want people to get it twisted like I'm just talking about money. But usually a brother who is productive, extremely productive, and he has, you know what I'm saying, he comes with skills and traits like that. Money is just a side effect of being a productive ass dude. That's it. Money is just a side effect. So that's but what? But if those things,
no, it's not dismantling your whole talk right now. Really, it really isn't. Now, what I was just gonna say is, but when I say that, even it can be character as well, because you can have someone who's making all that money with all that skill and all that stuff, and they're a big a-hole, and then that will be something that I looked at disrespectfully.
Woman, I just, you know, I love you, girl. You have a special place in my heart. But god damn it, a man that's that successful, yes, he's an asshole. You can't be no soft, tender-footed ass dude out here and think you're gonna be successful.
Not towards your woman.
Assertiveness and all that does not mean a-hole. That does not equal a-hole. Being assertive, being, you know, dominant does not equal a-hole.
Ladies, hold
absolutely
on.
not.
I get what you're trying to go, but see, understand this. The only ladies who be saying that successful men like that are assholes are the women who could not and did not want to agree with his program. Men like that have structure. Men like that they got a schedule. They have a routine. And if you don't fit into it, automatically you're gonna be like, I don't like his rules. I don't like his routine. I feel he's an asshole. Nah.
And you got a real good point there. So he got a real good point. To be successful, it takes a lot of being disagreeable. No successful man I know agrees with everybody. And what happens is some people might like that guy, some people might not. Mm-hmm. The problem is that who wants to get under that rule? Who wants to be the one to say, okay, I'll agree with you because you're here, right? A lot of women don't. So they'll call that man an asshole. They'll disrespect him because it's almost like, oh, he's just too strong. He's too this, he's too that. No, that's how he got to where he's at.
Well, what are the rules?
You might not understand it. What you mean?
What are the rules that what you mean? Like y'all are talking about, like when they're at that
it could be. It could be. Don't wear that when you go outside. It could be. Yo, listen. I don't want you going to those places with your friends.
There is no compromise.
There's a leadership and assertiveness.
Like that, though.
That's not an a-hole move.
But that's what you might say, right?
I'm gonna give you an a-hole move.
You might be the exception.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all an a-hole move.
I'm talking about character.
That's part of his character.
Exactly.
No.
I'm gonna tell you. Part of my character.
Hold up, chill. Let me get this real quick. So you say that's not part of the character, right? As far as him laying down rules, that's a part of your character, of who you are. So if I have certain expectations from you, that's my rule. So that's my character because of who I am. So this, this is the problem. This is the problem. Why so much divorces are happening in our community, because women are highly disagreeable. It's what is it for me to say, yo, listen, I lay down certain rules in my household. Women don't want to hear the word rules. You don't want to hear, not saying you, right? Please don't take this to any woman on this panel, because you all seem like the anomaly. I'm talking about the majority. I'm talking about the majority, right? The majority of women do not want to have an authoritative man in today's time.
That's a fact.
So they come across as assholes. They come across as mean guys. They come across as the man that he just don't know how to deal and he's socially awkward. He don't know how to deal with people. No, I'm telling you what I want to do it. And it's the same way I am at work with my employees. I'm not arguing with you about nothing. Do what I told you to do. That's it.
It's also not what you say, is how you say it, though. Especially, I'm talking about when you're talking to your woman. I ain't talking about no employees. Who said all? First of all,
Beans.
I did too.
Like I said, I'm talking about referring to your woman. Like when you were saying, yeah, don't wear this, blah blah blah. It's not what you say, but it's how you say it. If you're referring to being an asshole or not.
Yeah.
Now somebody.
Go ahead, T.
Oh no, I was gonna say some people may think that a man telling you what and what not to wear, that alone might be asshole-ish. People have their own definition of what an asshole is, right? But that's what I'm referring to, like how you're saying things. If you're trying to command me, nah, go take that off. You want say what? Like, babe, I don't think you should wear that. Like, that's okay.
What would you say?
Say it like you're a female.
I want to back that real quick.
What?
Because,
what'd you say?
I want to back that real quick.
Repeat that, Beans.
Let's not for everybody. Let's not act like how you speak to a woman matters. We're not talking about, we want to go against the grain. We're simply just talking about how you're delivering the message and how that's going to come across. Because one thing that we talked about like a while back, I think me and Jess were, it was like something husband saying that we were referring to.
Oh God.
A part of the definition of leadership. One of the progressive things about leadership is being able to effectively communicate with that person on their level. You're able to reach them. You're able to speak to them in a manner where they will receive that coming from you. And I have an example to something I want to say. And don't try to get on me when I say this.
Yeah, stay off my sister.
So, and this is just an example as far as how the message was delivered. So let's focus on that. So my last relationship, I changed my hair up a lot, right? And basically he was conveying to me that he didn't like me wearing wigs and stuff like that. He wanted me to wear my natural hair.
Was he white?
I'm like, cool. I'm like, huh?
No, it wasn't.
Hold on. He wanted me to wear my natural hair, which is fine. I like to do my little fro. I do my little buns and stuff like that. But the way he was delivering the message, he literally looked at me. He said, he was like, you see how many people complimenting you today on your hair? Nobody even looks at you when you're wearing them wigs. Wigs, they dirty and it's nasty. I don't even know why you would want to do that. And like now I got a temper, y'all. As cool as I am, sometimes I got a temper. So I was really trying to act accordingly and just be like, all right, I heard you. You know what I'm saying? I'll work on that. Cool. But it was the way he kind of kept horning. Oh, it's dirty. It's ugly. Don't nobody even see you. Ain't nobody even looking at you. Like saying just crazy stuff, right? And so then I clapped back. and for my birthday, I had some of my friends from my old job that came by, and we was laughing at the fact that when I came into work one day, my head toe up, and I'm looking like silly because I'm trying to constantly keep it out and do all of this stuff that he like. I can't get no moisture. I can't braid my hair down and get my curl pattern right. I mean, it's the way he delivered the message, man. It was
more real. We got a super chat. My God. Go ahead, T. Read that.
All right, Truth and Reality Undefeated. Hey, that name go hard. I'm just saying.
It is.
Says a successful man don't have to watch his tone. Ooh, not the exclamation points. You are more replaceable than him. If you won't listen, your cousin or sister would. Okay.
But that's the point.
You're being inappropriate now.
But that's the point we're trying to make, though, is that because this goes back to literally what we're talking about. Just because you have a certain level of success and you got a certain amount of money,
right?
That shows. Forget the money. That shows who you are as a person because everybody's replaceable. Baby, not everybody is for you. While you constantly replacing people, the next people you got in line is lining up to plot on you and to do all types of stuff and speak against you spiritually and physically. So all of that mentality that everybody's replaceable. Okay, what are you replacing them for? Do you actually even like the people around you, or you just want to have some type of entourage and an ego because you balling and you want to have a plethora of people to pick and choose from? So it's like, when are we gonna define, or when are we gonna separate the character of a man versus your success? Because just because you got success don't mean that you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But your character ain't shit.
I absolutely disagree with the last 7 words that you just said, but I want to make sure I
gotta count back. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's the words. What words?
Yeah. I want to make sure I close this out because Chill. This is why they say don't meet your heroes, right? Because Chill just disappointed the hell out of me, right? I thought he was about to take Jess to the woodshed, and he let it slide, right? Because when she made the comment about her father, truth be told, you can't compare that because you don't sleep with your father.
Right.
And
but that's your first example of a man in life.
It's like I stated already.
That's
it
your
doesn't
first
matter.
example of a
It doesn't
man
matter.
in life. But that's the truth.
Here's the difference.
You see, y'all like to shape
Here's the
it
difference, Jess. You got to stop this. Here's what I'm saying. You being real black right now. I need you to be white. I need you to put your white face on right now, and let's have proper conversation, dialogue, right?
Yeah, don't say that. Ew, no,
right?
No, keep that melanin
like this is the corporate office. Okay?
Well, I'm sorry, but this is my bubble. That's how I grew up. That's how my father is, and that's my first.
That's not the point, right?
But
you'll understand the point of view,
and that's what the supposed to be your first example of a man.
Here's the problem: you don't sleep with your father. The minute you
but then I also look at the woman that does.
Jesus is the strength of my life, Allah and Buddha. Please muzzle this woman for me.
Do not say that.
Say that.
Come on, let us finish our sentences. It's not a long show. GMT only give us 2 hours. We already an hour in. So listen to what I'm saying. The minute that you sleep with a man, the dynamics in the relationship change. You have expectations now. And when those expectations aren't met, your father be damned. That don't matter, right? At the end of the day, you absolutely have an expectation of what you're going to accept, what you're going to get, what you want and need from a man. You do. And when the man isn't meeting those things, there's going to be a problem, and his character is not going to matter at all.
But that's the problem. Those are the things you look at and you vet for before you even lay your womb, open your womb up.
Come on, let's not do that.
I mean, but that's what we're talking about. No, we're talking about the real and why there's so many issues now.
Because everybody on this panel has been in multiple relationships, so we can't use the vetting argument. We know that people pretend.
But that's where we need to have the shift. And
we know that people pretend like they're one thing and then become something else later on down the line. People are always evolving and changing. So I don't like using that vet thing against women or men, to be honest with you. So, but I wanted to say this to MRT's last point, right? The problem is this, and this is what GMT, I believe, you could correct me, was trying to illustrate, is that the things that you want from a man that equate to success bring certain characteristics with it that women also don't want to deal with, right? You want a man to be a leader, but you don't necessarily want to be a follower. How does that work? You want a man to be a leader, but you don't want him to tell you what to do.
But is he able to lead himself?
Yes. This is the same thing that you hear men, right? India. If you watch any of these red pill podcasts, do you know what they tell men? Your woman shouldn't be working. Why shouldn't she be working? Because when you work, you have to go out here and be masculine. You have to be this, you have to be that. All of these characteristics that a man don't want to deal with. Guess what? That same rule applies to men. But the problem is what we want from you is not what you want from us. We want you. You want resources. So because you want me to provide for you, I have to be this guy to go get that much. And then that's going to bring something home with me. And now you got a problem with that. That's crazy. It's insane when you really think about it. We don't really think these things out. We don't mind it out. We just say, this is what I want and give it to me. But some of this stuff, I'm going to say this, I'm going to land my plane. Bruh, I thought all I needed in life, chill, was a woman who was sexually submissive. No. If my woman is sexually submissive, as long as she don't got me in no sexless relationship, if she go down and go up when I say so, wherever we at, I'm going to be good. I found a woman who did that, and it was headache and hell. I love her. I don't hate her. I love her. But it was all the other characteristics that came along with that I was not preparing for. I just wanted this sexually submissive woman. But I didn't think about the 2 kids. I didn't think about the not growing up with a dad. I didn't think about the trauma of this. I didn't think about the crackhead mama. I didn't think about all the other stuff that came along with that woman. You see what I'm saying? That's what we have to start doing.